the curse of the bloodline. The world is burning. The king of curses is breathing down the neck of humanity, and the Culling Game has turned Japan into a slaughterhouse. But while Yuji and Megumi prepare to enter the colonies, a different kind of war is brewing within the shadows of the ancient sorcerer clans. For centuries, the Zenin family has stood as a pillar of strength, built on the suffering of those they deemed worthless. They threw Maki Zenin into a pit of monsters because she lacked cursed energy. They scarred her body and tried to break her spirit. But they forgot one thing: a caged beast only grows more dangerous. Today, the debt is due. The failure of the Zenin clan is coming home, and she isn't coming for a reunion. She's coming for an exorcism. Welcome to the Season 3 premiere. The perfect preparation begins now. Scene 1. The Cold Welcome. The episode opens with the hauntingly beautiful but oppressive Zenin Estate. The traditional sliding doors and stone gardens feel like a prison. Maki Zenin walks through the gates, her body covered in the heavy burn scars left by Jogo and Shibuya. She no longer looks like the student we knew. Her eyes are sharp, cold, and filled with a singular purpose. She is here for the cursed tools stored in the family's Kukuru unit vault, weapons essential for the upcoming Culling Game. But her father, Ogi Zenin, intercepts her in the training hall. Ogi is a man consumed by bitterness, believing his daughter's failure is the reason he never became the clan head. He doesn't see a daughter, he sees a stain on his reputation. The air becomes heavy as Ogi draws his katana, activating his blazing courage technique. The blade erupts in intense, cursed flames. Despite Maki's incredible strength, Ogi is a veteran. He outmaneuvers her, his flaming strikes leaving deep gashes. With a final cruel blow, he tosses her into the pit of curses. A dark basement filled with grade 2 spirits where he has already left her twin sister, Mai, to die. Scene 2. The Sacrifice of Twins. Inside the pitch-black pit, the sound of low growls from restless spirits fills the air. Maki finds Mai, who is pale and coughing up blood. In this tragic moment, the sisters finally drop their masks of rivalry. Mai explains the fundamental curse of twins in the Jujutsu world. As long as I am alive, you will never be complete. Because they are twins, their cursed energy and heavenly restriction are intrinsically linked. Maki can never reach her full potential as long as Mai holds even a drop of cursed energy. Take everything, Maki. Take the pain, the energy, and the future. Mai whispers, her voice fading into a ghost of a breath. Using the very last of her life force and her construction technique, Mai creates one final object, a jet black, cursed longsword. As Mai's heart stops, she takes all of Maki's remaining cursed energy with her into the afterlife. The invisible shackles that held Maki back are shattered. The failure is dead, and something far more terrifying is born. Scene 3. The Ghost of Toji. Above the pit, Ogi Zenin stands confidently, sensing the cursed energy of his daughters vanish. He assumes they are dead, but suddenly, the floor of the estate trembles. A shadow leaps from the darkness with such speed that the air itself screams. It's Maki. Ogi stares in pure, primal terror. For a split second, he doesn't see Maki. He sees the ghost of Toji Fushiguro standing in her place, the man who once brought the entire Jujutsu world to its knees. Maki has achieved the same perfect, heavenly restriction. She has zero cursed energy, but her physical power, speed, and senses have reached a divine level. Ogi desperately swings his flaming blade, but Maki doesn't even blink. She moves through the fire as if it were a light mist. With one clean, effortless arc of her new sword, she cleaves through Ogi's katana and his head in a single motion. The man who lived for the clan dies by the hand of the one he despised most. Scene 4. Erasing the High. The alarm bells of the Zenin Estate ring out, echoing through the valley. The High. The elite combat unit of the clan converge on the central courtyard. These are grade 1 and semi-grade 1 sorcerers, men who have spent their lives training for war. Among them is the arrogant Noya Zenin, who watches from a balcony, still underestimating the woman without energy. Maki stands in the center of the courtyard, surrounded. What follows is a brutal, visceral display of martial dominance. She isn't just fighting, she is harvesting. She moves between the warriors like a phantom. Blades shatter against her skin, and she punches through reinforced armor as if it were paper. She uses the longsword with a precision that makes the elite guards look like children. Blood paints the white pebble gardens red. Every punch and every slash is a response to years of abuse. She is fulfilling Mai's final wish. Destroy everything. Scene 5. Noya's fall. Finally, Noya Zenin steps down. He uses his projection sorcery, moving at a blistering 24 frames per second. To a normal sorcerer, he is invisible. A blur of lethal speed. He strikes Maki repeatedly, mocking her, calling her a cheap imitation of Toji. He moves faster and faster, confident that his technique is invincible. But Maki stands still, closing her eyes. She is no longer trying to see him with her eyes. She is sensing the displacement of air, the vibration of his footsteps, and the minute changes in the environment. As Noya prepares for his final supersonic strike, Maki simply reaches out. She catches him by the face mid-dash. The look of utter disbelief on Noya's face is the climax of the episode. "You're fast," Maki says, her voice as cold as a winter grave, "but you're still bound by the rules of sorcery." "I'm not." She delivers a single, earth-shaking punch that sends Noya crashing through multiple stone walls, leaving the strongest Zenin broken and dying in the dirt. Scene 6. The end of an era. The episode concludes with a wide, cinematic shot of the Zenin Estate. The fires are burning low, and the once mighty pillar of the Jujutsu world is now a graveyard. Maki Zenin walks out of the front gates, carrying the lifeless body of her sister, Mai, in her arms. She doesn't look back at the ruins she left behind. The narrator's voice returns, heavy and somber. On this day, the Zenin clan was not defeated by an external curse or a rival family. It was erased from existence by the very daughter they cast aside. The three great families are now two. The final shot shifts to a mysterious location where Kogain, the Culling Game manager, is hovering. It registers a new player, Maki Zenin. Points, 0. But the screen glitches, unable to fully track her because she has no cursed energy to monitor. She has become the ultimate wild card in Kenjaku's game. The screen fades to black as the snow begins to fall over the ruins. The final suspense. The Zenin clan has fallen and a monster has been unleashed. The new Maki. How will the Jujutsu higher-ups react to the total annihilation of one of their strongest factions, the Culling Game? With her new powers, how will Maki's entry change the balance of the colonies? The next move? While Maki settles her scores, where are Yuji and Megumi? If you're ready for the most intense season yet, smash that like button and subscribe. We are just getting started with Season 3. Press the bell icon for Episode 2, where the Tokyo colony hunt begins. Do you think Maki was justified in destroying the entire clan? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. End of Episode 1.